Emily Hart was a beloved kindergarten teacher. Marcus Weller was a quiet handyman with a spotless record. They had never met until the day one of them was found dead in a locked house. The other became the only clue detectives had. What unfolded over the next 48 hours would reveal secrets no one in Maplewood ever imagined. Vital murder clues, 48 hours, full episodes. Fictional true crime story for YouTube documentary. Opening narration. Ominous background music begins. In the quiet suburb of Maplewood, Ohio, where families leave their doors unlocked and neighbors greet each other by name, one summer morning shattered the peace forever. It was July 14, 2019, when a young woman named Grace Mallory was found dead in her home. She was 32, a pediatric nurse, beloved by patients and coworkers alike. Her body was discovered by her sister, Emily, who came to drop off a birthday gift. The scene was chilling. Grace had been strangled, and there were no signs of forced entry. Her phone, wallet, and jewelry were untouched. It looked personal. What followed was a race against time. Police had just 48 hours to find a lead before evidence went cold. But this case was about to twist in ways no one could imagine. Transition music. Steady, investigative tone. Detectives scoured the house. Every drawer, every corner, every shadow. Nothing pointed to a break-in. But a single strand of long black hair found on the bedsheet didn't match Grace's blonde hair. DNA analysis was rushed. No match came up in the system. It was their first mystery clue. Security footage from nearby houses showed nothing unusual until they reviewed the camera across the street. At 2:14 a.m., headlights appeared outside Grace's house. The vehicle idled for 6 minutes, then pulled away. The grainy image was too poor to get a license plate. But one detail stood out, a large bumper sticker that read, "Support local art." Detectives canvassed local businesses and found a hit. A small art gallery just 2 miles away remembered a man with a similar sticker on his truck. His name was Peter Lang, a 39-year-old landscape painter with no criminal record. He claimed he didn't know Grace, had never been to her home, and was at an out-of-town art show that weekend. But something didn't add up. Narration becomes more intense. Peter's alibi seemed solid until police received a tip. A woman who attended the same art show said she remembered Peter being there, but only on Sunday. Grace was killed Friday night. Peter had no explanation for where he was during those 48 critical hours. Still, no physical evidence tied him to the scene. That changed with the results from Grace's laptop. Forensic techs discovered it had been wiped clean, but data recovery revealed she had been researching restraining orders. The name she typed in 3 times. Peter Lang. Now, detectives knew there was a connection. Narration softens for dramatic pause. Digging into Peter's past, they found something chilling. 10 years ago, he had dated a woman who filed a restraining order against him. She later disappeared while hiking in Vermont. Her body was never found. He was questioned, but never charged. Back in Maplewood, a new clue surfaced. A neighbor remembered seeing Grace arguing with a man a week before her death. He was described as tall, thin, dark hair pulled into a ponytail. A sketch was made, and it resembled Peter Lang. Police brought Peter in again. Under pressure, he remained calm. No confession, no slip-ups. He asked for a lawyer. Then came the breakthrough. Music sharpens with rising suspense. Detectives went back to the strand of hair. They tested it again, this time against an old toothbrush from Peter's house, taken with a warrant. It was a match, but there was more. A hidden storage unit registered to Peter was found across state lines. Inside was a canvas half-finished, depicting a woman who looked just like Grace. She was painted lying in bed, closed, eerily peaceful. It was dated just 2 days before her murder. Still, prosecutors needed one final piece, and they got it from a parking garage. Security footage showed Peter loading a large duffel bag into his truck the morning after Grace's death. That bag was never recovered, but the footage placed him near the scene, with motive, means, and opportunity.